Hey everyone, welcome back to The Truth About Us. This is the place where we stop hiding, we stop pretending, and we finally get brutally honest about who we are, what we feel, and what we're actually capable of. So I'm your host, Don Crampert from Unstoppable Life, and today we're going to discuss another feeling and thought that most of us don't like to admit or say out loud. And it is also about the pressure that we have normalized and the invisible weight we pretend doesn't exist. So today's episode is called The Weight We Never Talk About. Because there is a weight that many of us carry every single day and we don't have any language for it and we don't ask for help with it. And most of the time, we don't even realize how heavy it becomes. It's called the unseen weight. So from a young age, many of us were taught three things, whether directly or indirectly: provide, protect, and perform. And in that midst of those three things, we're supposed to be reliable. We're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to be the ones others lean on. And none of that is wrong, by the way. But here's what never gets talked about. What happens when the provider is overwhelmed or exhausted, or even out of options? What happens when the protector feels unsafe inside? And what happens when the performer has no place to fall apart? Because this kind of weight doesn't show up as breakdown immediately or right away. It shows up over time. And it comes through as tension or silence or pressure in the chest or irritability or emotional distance or feeling unseen, even in a room full of friends and family or people we normally are comfortable around. So why don't we talk about this? Well, it's difficult. Most men don't talk about a lot of things, but this weight, is the invisible weight we don't talk about, is because we've been conditioned not. We're conditioned not to. We're taught that asking for help equals weakness, or admitting overwhelm feels like failure, or slowing down means falling behind. So instead of speaking up, we push or plow through it. Instead of resting, we grind. Instead of being honest, we say, I'm fine. You've heard that before. And the truth about that, I'm fine is often code for, I don't know how much longer I can carry this by myself. So there's a cost with that silence. And here's the part that matters most. This unspoken weight doesn't disappear just because we ignore it. It shows up in our health, in our relationships, in our patience, in our confidence, in how we talk to ourselves when no one else is listening. And many men don't feel broken. We feel burdened. Burdened by responsibility and expectations, or burdened by the belief that our own value comes only from what we can do for others. And when that belief goes unchallenged, it becomes really difficult and it almost becomes crushing. So we have to reframe it. This is a reframe that matters. And I want to offer you something different today. So we're not weak for feeling the weight. And we're not falling apart because we're tired, and we're not broken because we need support. The weight that we've been carrying isn't proof of inadequacy. It's proof that we've been carrying it too much, too long, and being alone about it. And strength isn't silence, my friends. Strength is awareness. Strength is honesty, and strength is knowing when it's time to put something down. So, here's a question to sit with. I want you to sit with this after this episode and think about it. What weight have I been carrying that I've never been given myself permission to talk about? And not to fix it, not to solve it, just to acknowledge it. Because awareness is the first relief. Awareness is the first relief. So if this episode kind of sits with you, you're not alone. Because there are a lot of men carrying this same invisible load, and this is exactly why the truth about us exists. To name what's been unspoken, to remind you and me that we don't have to carry everything by ourselves anymore. And just a friendly reminder, okay? If you're ready for deeper support and continued expansion and growth and empowerment, you have to check out my Unstoppable Life Reset experience in my Unstoppable Life app. And you can find that by searching Unstoppable Life in your app store. And if you really want something a little more personal, go to my website, unstoppablelifenetwork.com, hit that contact me button, and request a free one-on-one discovery session with me, and let's talk. Tune in next week. We'll be talking about the A word, anger, and what anger is really trying to tell us. The episode is going to be called Anger Isn't the Problem. You know why? Because anger isn't the enemy. It's often just the messenger. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And thank you for choosing truth over silence. Because this is the truth about us.